good evening, good people. Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. I hope everybody's having a great day. It is the last day of legal tampering. Tomorrow at 4 o'clock will be a huge day because that is the beginning of the league year. All these deals that have been made can become official after 4 o'clock tomorrow. And also at 4 o'clock tomorrow, the Dallas Cowboys will get an additional $18 million. And it's funny to me because I don't hear anybody talking about this. I don't hear any of the talking heads. I've talked about it for quite a bit. In the same way we've talked about the Dallas Cowboys will get 4 comp picks. They're going to get 3 fifth rounds and 1 fourth round pick. And we'll see if any of the deals that were signed this year give us some comp picks for next year. And that's one of the things I think the Cowboys look at when they let go free agents and let them sign elsewhere. They look and say, well, we got 4 comp picks this year. You know, maybe we're better off re-signing, instead of re-signing a guy, we'll go ahead and let him walk and sign a guy who's comparable. And maybe we get a comp pick and we get some extra compensation. I can't say that that's brought them a Super Bowl, but, you know, it's definitely a thing to look at. And one of the things people have been killing the Cowboys because they keep saying, well, you know, Cowboys have freed up all this space, and they have. And if this is the only type of moves that the Cowboys are going to make, as we sit here with $52 million at the moment, with another $18 million, we got $70 million of cap space. We're going to be passing a few teams probably tomorrow because other teams are already making big deals and signing players. And so the thing that the talking heads, that again, they miss a lot of things. They keep saying that, well, the Cowboys freed up all this money, so that way, you know, they can get Micah signed. And that's not true because Micah signing will actually give them more cap space because he's got $24 million scheduled for this season. And that's not going to be the number when they get this deal done. So what is the reason that Micah Parsons isn't done? Well, I believe because I saw this actually yesterday. In fact, check it out right here. Okay, check it out right here.
Can Micah get around the world's highest 360 infinity pool?
We're 50 stories high in the heart of Dubai, in Palms area. And you'll see the Palm real soon. Some of the craziest things I've ever seen with my own eyes. But here we go. Excuse me. Oh, here it comes. It's a long stretch away. I want you guys to see it. And this is the heartbeat. It's like a heart of this is like the heart of the palm. That's what makes it so cool. We might need a break. Might need a break. Chill body. And 3, 2, 1. It's about to be super body. This one's about to sit. And we're in the heart of the palm. Slow body. We're down the home stretch. Here it goes. Welcome to Dubai.
How fast can Micah get around the world's highest 360 infinity pool?
We're 50 stories high in the heart of Dubai.
Yeah. So Micah Parsons, I've been teasing this all day long, and I probably should have put it out before because now everybody's kind of talking about it and saying, oh, Micah Parsons is in Dubai. Yeah, this actually came out, that clip came out yesterday where he was in the infinity pool on the 40th floor. and literally was doing a lap around him. There's pictures of him hanging out with the fellas and everything else. So could it be that he hasn't gotten this contract done because he's on vacation? The Cowboys talked to him briefly about a contract, and he's gone on vacation. So more than likely, they probably said, okay, we got some numbers here. We're going to start working on it. You go on vacation, you come back, and we'll go from there. Is that a possibility? As everybody goes through and says that the Dallas Cowboys, they're not interested in signing Micah. Why is it taking so long? It's costing them more money. Hey, they probably already had a number in mind. And the reality is they probably said, hey, it's going to be $38 million. When you are at that range and having the amount of money that they do, they don't seem to have a problem with, paying somebody a max contract. They don't. And probably the difference between 37, 38 and 40 and a half is not really much in the grand scheme of things. Now, to you and me, that's a lot of money. But reality is, it's really not. Now, we as Cowboy fans, for the most part, have been expecting the Cowboys to do something different than what they normally do. We all keep thinking that, hey, they're going to be making major moves. They got all this money and everything else. For the Cowboys, this is major. This is the first time they've been doing anything in free agency. Yes, they're bargain bin shopping, but you're going to need these guys to fill in the roster. And at least the one thing you have to say is, typically when they go bottom basement shopping, they've been waiting until after OTAs. They've been waiting until after training camp. At least the bargain basement bin guys here are here to start working and learning the system, because that's half the battle. And I'll remind you guys, one of the guys that was actually one of my favorite players, not a big name player. In fact, he was one of those moves like we're making today that everybody poo-pooed. And that was a George Selby. George Selby had been a journeyman. He played for like Tampa, Jacksonville, I think Atlanta. He played for like 4 teams. And in his 4 years, I think he had 3.5 sacks. When we signed him, everybody said, why are we signing that bum? And the funny thing was, he came here, he ended up having a 7.5 sack season, ended up signing a big fat contract the next year with the Giants, got paid, and went back to being the guy he was before. We had Robert Quinn here, who people said was spent. He came in, had 12.5 sacks for us. He leaves, and the, I believe, 5th or 6th round draft pick, we got like a 4th round comp pick for him. Another success story. So we don't know how these guys will fit with the system, and they may end up being decent players. I know you're upset. I know you want the big moves. I want the big moves. I want us to sign somebody that just is an automatic game changer. We all do. And I'll say the cake ain't finished yet. We're only in 2 days of free agent frenzy. And sometimes you let the dust clear, all the craziness where they spend money left and right and blow their wad. And maybe, just maybe, there's an opportunity. So don't get too bent out of shape just yet. Give it a little time. We're making a few moves, not major moves, but you can look across the board and say, we've had depth issues all the way around. And that's where these are. We're filling in the depth, and we're making something of it. I know it's going to take a lot to turn you around to be believers in the Dallas Cowboys. And it is what it is. So, we got plenty of time to figure out how all these people are going to fit. And tomorrow will be a big day. $18 million, the will be added. Yeah. And Micah, he ain't going nowhere, regardless of what everybody thinks. I think they've actually got that squared away, and once he gets back into town, they'll get her done. And one final note. Oh my God. If this isn't deja vu. I have been talking about the Cowboys signing a player for so many years. And the funniest thing is, I'm sitting there and I'm listening to or reading some of the comments, and people are, oh, you're obsessed with Calais Campbell. He's a bum. He's over the hill. And you know, it's funny because I keep getting the same comments over and over and over again that I got in 2016. That he's old, he's over the hill, yada, yada, yada. But yet, he's still here. He's still been playing like gangbusters. Joey Bosa just signed a $13.5 million deal. $13.5 million deal. And had 4.5 sacks last year. Calais Campbell had an 85.6 run-stopping grade and 5 sacks in a part-time role at 38 and got $2 million. If you don't think that that's a worthwhile look at, you're stupid. Alrighty, good people. I'm tired and I'm gonna go take a shower. I'm gonna go to bed. Got a really long day tomorrow and a lot of stuff that we're dealing with. I appreciate all of the well wishes, the thoughts, the prayers, and everything else. I really and truly appreciate you guys. What I need you to do is to make sure the people you love know how much you love them. Because you might not get the chance to tell them. And I love you guys. And God willing, we'll all see each other tomorrow. Peace out.